Hey everyone, it's Kari, the little Missouri mama, and today I thought I would do another tag video. Yes, I know. This tag is the young mom or the teen mom tag, and again, it's just another thing that I've been seeing floating around. Now, last time when I did a tag video where I just did myself recording my voice, I had one picture, but that seemed kind of boring, so I thought this time I would do a slideshow of the first year, 2 years of my son's life. So I hope you enjoy the pictures, and let's get started. Alright, so the first question is, how old were you when you got pregnant? This is kind of funny. I was actually 20 when I got pregnant, but I didn't find out until about 5 months later, the day after my 21st birthday. So I was 20 when I got pregnant, 21 when I found out. What were your career plans before you got pregnant? I had no idea what I wanted to do. From the time I was 18 until I was 20, I had attempted to major in political science, international studies, Spanish, which bored me so much that I dropped it, economics, accounting, secondary education with a focus in English and a minor in history. I had no idea. I was so confused. I knew what I should want to do and I knew what I needed to do, but none of it appealed to me. I couldn't make myself focus on it. What are your career plans now? For the foreseeable future, I am going to be a stay-at-home mom. This will at least be through kindergarten for the kiddo, just to make sure that if they need him to be picked up or anything, I am there and I don't have to take time off of work. My husband doesn't have to take time off of work. We don't have to worry about me possibly losing my job or anything. So for the foreseeable future, I am going to be a stay-at-home mom. Were you or are you still with the baby's father? Yes, my husband and I have been married for 5 years. We were together, barely, when I got pregnant, and we were together when I found out I was pregnant. So, do you live with your parents or theirs? We don't live with either set of parents. My husband bought a house back in 2007. We got together in 2011, and I moved in with him pretty much days after my parents found out that I was pregnant. So, we have never lived with any set of parents. It's really nice. Number 6, what is the hardest part about being a young mom outside of financial issues? It's very lonely. I was at that weird age, just after 21, where everyone else was out partying, out having a good time, and there were some people who had been out of the state who didn't even know that I was pregnant because I found out at 5 months. So they came back and they would, hey, do you want to hang out? And I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have a sitter for my son. I lost a lot of friends that way. I also lost friends who suddenly felt that my status as a mom meant that I shouldn't have a social life at all. They wouldn't invite me out to dinner. They wouldn't invite me to the movies. I had one group where I had finally got an invite to something only for them to tell me that it had been canceled, and I found out later that they had just rescheduled it because they didn't think that it was appropriate for me to go. I think we were going to Bar Louie, and they were going to get dinner, and they didn't think I should be around alcohol. So I lost another group of friends that way. And someone gave me the suggestion, go find a mom group. That'll be your best bet. You'll already have something in common with them. You know, you can just hang out with them. And so I decided to give it a shot. I found the only mom group in my area that would allow a child under the age of a year. My son was under 6 months at that time. And I went to the group, and I went once and I never went back. And the reasons why I never went back were because, number one, I would have to pay $5 as a due every single time that the group met. Now, they met about once or twice a week, so I would probably be paying about $30 a month. And that was enough for me to fill my car up on gas for at least 2 weeks. So I couldn't justify spending that money. The other reason is because most of the moms in that group were about a decade older than me. I didn't really care, but they would be so condescending to me. And anything I did was criticized because, oh, well, you're young. You'll understand when you're older. It just drove me insane. So I dropped out of that group and I pretty much isolated myself. And that was really hard. I think for about 3 years, I really just stopped doing anything outside of work and dealing with my son and maybe spending time with my husband if our schedules allowed it. It was just hard. Number 7, do you work? No, I do not. I am a stay-at-home mom. Number 8, how many friends do you have now versus before? Well, this one's actually kind of interesting. A year before I found out I was pregnant, almost exactly a year, I lost a lot of friends because of a breakup of a 4-year relationship. So I ended up, I think, losing about 90% of my friends. And then out of those, after I found out that I was pregnant and had my son, I would say about half of them drifted away because I was no longer able to do fun stuff. I would say about a quarter left because they thought that the stuff that they wanted to do was no longer appropriate for me now that I was a mom. And I pushed away the rest. So I haven't hung out with someone my own age I haven't hung out with someone my own age who isn't family in, I would have to say, 4 years? 5 years? Number 9, is your family closer now because of your situation? No, it hasn't really changed my situation, at least on my dad's side and with my parents. But on my mom's side, things were changing anyway. Number 10, what is one misconception that people have about young moms? If I had to hear one more person make a comment about, well, if you had just used protection, you wouldn't be in this situation, huh? I was going to have to smack someone. First and foremost, and this is going to be TMI, so feel free to skip to number 11. My husband and I used protection. So all the people who say, well, you should have used protection, you're stupid, you don't know anything, you were just young and dumb and you thought that you could, cheat the system. No, that wasn't it at all. Number 11, do you think teen mom / 16 and pregnant glorify teen or young parenthood? Absolutely. All these girls who say, oh, I can do that, I can have a baby, it looks easy, are forgetting that the girls on Teen Mom have MTV money. That's why it looks so easy. That's why they can afford the nice stuff, the nice house, the nice cars. They have the MTV money. Number 12, how has your body changed post-pregnancy? I am fat, I am lumpy, everything hurts, and I'm dying. Number 13, do you plan to have more children? If it's in the cards, absolutely, I would love to. It's not looking like it. I'll link to my secondary infertility video because I do not want to break down and cry in this one too. Number 14, what is one thing you wish you knew before pregnancy? Everything. I had never really been around a baby. I had never been around a small child before, outside of my cousin, who I saw maybe like 3 or 4 times a year, really. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the little pictures. I thought I'd give you kind of a taste of our past. So if you like what you see, subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'm planning on doing a pregnancy story and a birth story video within the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. Royal King video is still being edited. For some reason, the file keeps saying it's corrupted, so I have to redo it completely again. I think I might have to cut it down a little more. Fingers crossed, not too much. So if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. If you want to say hi, if you want to maybe give me an idea for a video, if you want to ask questions, make sure to leave me a comment below, or you can hit me up on my Instagram at Little Missouri Mama. And as always, have a good one. Bye.